what substitution is. So if I have this, x plus 2y equals 7 and y equals 3, this is a system of equations, correct? I already know what y equals. So how could I rewrite the first equation so that it can fit what y equals? X, I heard it, plus 2 parentheses equals 7, correct? So if that's 3, then I would have to substitute in 3. Right? We've done this already, right? For 2 days we've been doing this. What about this one? No writing yet. We're just talking. Plenty of time for writing in a minute. X plus 2y equals 7. This time I want to substitute in negative 3x plus 1. How could I make that fit in here? Tell me, Andrew. You said same thing, right? Same thing, only, am I going to do parentheses like that? No. How would I do parentheses? Can that fit in there? So, don't I just need to make them a little bigger? Everybody see the same? See how it's the same process? This is a small, y equals 3, so 3 fits in there, right? Well, now y equals all of this, so I've got to be able to fit all of that in there. And that's what we're doing today. All right, so pencils down, then I'll let you guys write down the steps. So use substitution to solve the system of equations. So I'm going to start with the fact that I've got 5x minus 2y equals 6 and y equals 2x. I already know what y equals. Okay, so let's get started. I need to be able to fit y into this equation. So just like I said on the last one, Philip, I just asked you to get your attention. Thank you. So I have 5x's minus 2, going to fit in that 2x, right, because that's what y equals 6. Fit in my 2x, and I'm just going to go ahead and solve it. 5x minus 4x equals 6. So 1x equals 6. 5x is minus 4x is equals 1x. So x equals 6. Levi, no writing. Now I need to put that, substitute that in. Should have done that in blue. I think I will, because this is the one I'm going to save. Okay. So I've got y equals 2x. Well, I know how much x is now. X is 6, correct? So I have x equals, y equals 2 x's. And what does x equal? 6. So how much does y equal? 12. And your last step is to the intersection. Why is it black? How many of you did that on your homework last night? Good, you all got extra credit. I know, but not everybody followed directions. Right, Jeremiah? Did everybody do what they were supposed to do? Nope. So those of you that did what you were supposed to do are going to get extra credit. A whole homework assignment worth. So the intersection is what? What's my intersection? 6, 12. Yes, you need to do it on tonight's homework. But okay, get this. If you don't do tonight's homework, I'm going to take the extra credit away. For those of you that want to be lazy. I would have caught on, believe me. Okay. So, everybody follow me on this one? Here's our steps. Can you solve for one variable? I already had one variable solved, right? I already knew what y was. Substitute, so I fit y into my equation. Solve, I found x, and then I put it back into the other equation. Questions? Go ahead and copy that down. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Why don't you guys try this one on your own? I think I'll begin it with you just a little bit. So we need to substitute. I've already got a variable that I've solved for me, correct? I know that y equals 3x plus 1. So can't I just substitute 3x plus 1 for y? So now I could do 7x plus 4y, but that parenthesis needs to be kind of bigger, right? Because it's got to fit that whole thing in there. Equals negative 15. Now you guys solve it. Okay, so you should have substituted in 3x plus 1. Then I get 7x plus, after I distribute, I would get 12x plus 4 equals negative 15. Then I would subtract 4 from both sides. And as I'm subtracting 4, I'm going to go ahead and combine my terms. So that's 19x equals negative 19. So when I divide by 19, I get x equals negative 1. I'm going to take that and do what with it? Substitute it, right? So I have y equals 3x's plus 1. My x is, let's make this, I wonder what black would look like shaded. Oh, it looks nice. Doesn't it? Negative 1. So now I have y equals negative 3 plus 1, which is negative 2. You got it a different way? There's several ways to do these. Hold on a second. I've got Andrew, what? Into this one? All right. So that's the same. Please stop talking. So the way I like to equate it is you could substitute negative 1 back into the first equation, or you could substitute negative 1 into the second equation. There are two roads that meet at the same place, right? One's just a longer road. Correct? Is that a good analogy? All right, so I need to write the intersection is, what is my intersection? Negative 1, comma, negative 2. You guys ready for something harder? Some of you say yes, some of you say no. Everybody have this written down? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We wouldn't want anybody to think I don't let you write things down, right? Okay. Okay, so let's get those clickers out. Sure. Use the table. Don't put all your stuff away because I still have one more example. All right, are you ready? Oh, that's not enough enthusiasm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I said, are you ready? There we go. Okay. Please stop talking. The substitution method should be used to solve which system of equations? Which one of these would you use for substitution? Put it into your clicker, please. Give you 20 seconds. Make a decision. Most of you said D. Excellent. Let's talk about it. What would you use for this one? Elimination with addition. What would you use with this one? I would use elimination with addition, but only we have to change all these signs to opposites, right? How about this one? Elimination with multiplication. You could either multiply by 2, -2, or -3, right? To do that one. So D, this is the only one that really would fit, be a really good fit for substitution, right? Because you could substitute this in for Y right there. Let's try this one. Go. 20 seconds. Get those answers in. Fantastic. All right, let's go through these again. So what would you use for this one? Elimination with addition, right? You just have to change signs. What about this one? Elimination. And this one? Substitution. And this one? Multiplication. What would you multiply by for this one? -3. Right? Because then that would make that -6. I think you guys got this. All right. I want you now, use substitution to solve the system of equations. Most of you would look at this and what would you use? What would you use to solve this? Elimination by multiplication? Okay. But just to see that you can do it with substitution as well, show me what you would need to do to solve it using substitution. So the first step you have to do is can you solve for one variable? I can solve for one variable on this one right here. So show me on your desk how you would solve for one variable and get this started. Okay, so in order to get this started, I would have to solve for A. So A equals what? -5b minus 3, right? Now let's use that to solve our system. So I have 3 A's minus 2 B's equals 8. Use pink. A is -5 minus 3, so I need to put -5b minus 3, then distribute, and I get -15b plus 9, sorry, should be minus 9, minus 9 minus 2b equals 8. I'm going to add 9 to both sides, and at the same time I'm going to combine like terms. So -15b and -2b is -17b equals positive 17. So what does b equal? -1. What am I going to do with that? Substitute it back in. What are you going to substitute it back into? I would use this one right here, right? That would be the easiest. You could put it into any three of these, right? So I have A is equal to -5b minus 3. And what's b again? -1. So A equals positive 5 minus 3. A equals 2. So my solution is the intersection is 2, -1. Good. 2, -1. You think it's more work? It's a lot quicker? I know. What do you guys think? Do you like this one?
Yes.
It's about the same. It's just whether or not you want to use it. I'm not going to require you, if it has, to solve for it and then plug it back in. If you like another method better, but you have to solve for substitution on your quiz, so you need to practice it. If I see something like this, I would definitely say you need to use substitution, right? Because you've already got y equals. But if I had something like this, I'd say maybe it would be easier to use multiplication by elimination or elimination by multiplication, right? So let's talk about, did you guys get all this down? Do I need to keep this up at all? Everybody got it? For everybody who wants it? All right, I don't really like this one or this one. Let's go to these. Determine the best method to solve each system. All right, so we're going to put in A, B, C, or D. So let me start my clicker. And you guys are going to decide what's the best method to solve it. Yeah? Okay. What's the best method to solve that one? 20 seconds. Pick one. I think you guys all have it.
What?
What? Really? Oh, people are saying, how, I thought you meant what about the A? No, A is right. Elimination with addition, right? You just have to add those two together. A would be the best way to do it. Okay, what about this one? I guess I should start it, right? That can't be it. It is? That's the 7-minute bell? Yeah, that's the 7-minute bell. Okay, you guys are done? Awesome. B. Guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my turn. You'd have to multiply by, not -2, wouldn't I just multiply by 2? And then that would make these go away? If I made that a 4? Okay, what about this one? Put that one in your clicker. 10 seconds. Put it in the clicker. Fantastic. Okay, why would I use substitution? Because you already have a y equals, so I would just substitute that in for y, right? There's too much chatter on this side of the room. What about this one? Put that in your clicker. 10 seconds. Okay, so I hear too much talking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my turn. This one's kind of crazy a little bit, right? Because I could subtract y and you get 6x minus y equals 0. I could use elimination by addition at that point, but since it says y equals, it would naturally be easier to use substitution. Last one. 10 seconds. Some say A, some say B. I'm curious, why B? Who put B? You could multiply the top one by 2, but why would you need to when you just got this right here? Good job. But you could have, right? You would have got the same answer. All right. I need a quiet, please. So, shuffling needs to stop. I need your undivided attention right now. Alex, that is not undivided attention. Thank you. Levi, that's not undivided attention. I don't want you to write it down yet. Pencils down. When are you supposed to write it down? When I say on your assignment sheet. Put your pencils down. I can't go until everybody gives me their full attention. We'll practice this every single day if we have to. Okay. So, what did you learn today? Substitution. When substituting, which variable do you need to solve for? You could solve for both of them. I would go for the one that doesn't have a coefficient, right? Okay, the person next to you is absent. How would you explain when substitution is the best method to use? When it has y equals or x equals or a equals or b equals, right? If you know what a variable equals, that's when you should use substitution. So on your assignment sheet, I would use the blank method to solve this system because. Please write that down. Good job, guys. I say that in every video, huh? Good job, guys. Nobody watches the very end, though.